Hello, I'm Paula Daniele from Crochet Hook, and today I'll teach you how to make a crocheted flower, and this is a beginner's tutorial. And here I've got a couple to show you. Now the materials required are, I'm using a Peacock colour from the Bernat Super Value brand, and this is a medium worsted weight yarn, category 4, and it's telling us here that we need to use a 5mm crochet hook, also known as a H8 in the US. So with this yarn, as I said, we'll be using a 5mm crochet hook. You'll also need some scissors and a yarn needle with a large eye, so that when we go to finish off, we can fit this thick yarn into this eye. So to get started, we're going to make a slip knot. First, take out some yarn from the ball of wool. And to make a slip knot, there are several ways to do it, but I'll show you how I do it. I wrap it around my finger, hold it there, take it off, and push this back working end, which is attached to the ball. I push this end up through here. Pull on the yarn tail, and there we've done our slip knot. And then we can put our hook in, hold onto the working end of the yarn, there's the tail end there, and pull. So to start this pattern, we'll chain 5, meaning we need to make 5 chain stitches. 1 chain stitch, 2 chain stitches, 3, 4, 5. So we have our 5 chain stitches. Now we're going to make a ring. So how we do that is we put our hook into the first chain stitch we made here. We put it up under those 2 loops of that chain stitch, push it through, and on the bottom there you've got the 1 loop. Move your tail across and hold it in your fingers. Wrap the yarn over the hook, and pull it through all 3 loops there. Now with this yarn tail, we're going to be crocheting over that as we work into this ring that we've just made. So to start round 1, we need to make 1 chain stitch, chain 1, and then we're going to do 1 single crochet stitch into the ring. Insert your hook into the ring with the tail over the hook, holding it there, and make the single crochet stitch. Then we're going to make 4 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, we're going to keep working over this tail because we're crocheting it into the work so that we don't have to sew it in later. Now we'll do a single crochet into the ring. Make sure your tail is over the hook and make the single crochet stitch. Chain 4, make 4 chain stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4. Single crochet into the ring. So make 1 single crochet stitch into the ring. Push that around so that we can fit more in. Chain 4, make 4 chain stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we do another single crochet into the ring. Making sure your tail is over your hook, holding it there. And make the single crochet stitch. Now, as you can see, we're starting to make petals. We've made 3 petals. Push that around. Make sure you've got enough yarn. Let's pull out a bit more yarn from the ball. Now we'll chain 4, make 4 chain stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll do a single crochet into the ring, making sure still that we have our tail there. Hold it with the back finger there, and we make our single crochet. There's the tail over the hook, making that single crochet stitch into the ring. Push that around, and then we chain 4. Make 4 chain stitches. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to do our single crochet stitch into the ring. 1 single crochet stitch into the ring. Push that back around. And so now we've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 petals. Chain 4, make 4 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do a single crochet into the ring, making 1 single crochet into the ring. Chain 4, make 4 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we do our single crochet stitch into the ring. Push that around. Just hold your tail and push that around. So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 petals. We're going to do 1 more. So we chain 4, 4 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another single crochet. A slip stitch into the first single crochet stitch we made here. See there, we made a chain 1, and there's the single crochet stitch. So we're going to slip stitch into that single crochet. And now we're going to finish off. So you'll need your scissors now. And just leave 10 to 15 centimeters. Cut that off. So we've cut the working end of the yarn. And then we finish off. Pull that tight. And now we have a little sewing to do. So turn the flower over. This is the back side. And we're going to just pull on the center yarn tail to pull the center tight so that we don't have a big hole there. Now popping your yarn through your needle. And we're just going to sew around behind the stitches here. And this tightens up the center. And to make it even more secure, if you just turn it around like that, skip that loop there, and then just go back the way we came. You can take the needle out and trim that center tail off. Now with this other one, you can leave it out and use it to attach to other projects if you like, or you can tie a knot there and hang it as like a wall hanging if you like. But if you want it just as a flower, then we'll get our yarn needle again and we'll sew it into the back of the work like we just did with the center yarn tail. So take it down through the back of the stitches. And then you can trim that off. You can move the needle off the yarn and trim that off. And there's your flower with 8 petals. And here's the other ones. So that's how you crochet a flower for beginners.